Hey, what's up, fellow Critics? Now here, back at it with a new reaction for you guys. Today, we're going to be checking out some more Farscape. We're at Season 1, Episode 10. Like I said, the season's been really good. I'm really enjoying this show. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So before we start, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. It will definitely help us grow. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it.
So what is it?
Some kind of Peacekeeper comms enhancer. Incomplete installation, though. Moya must have been called into service as a prisoner transport before it was finished.
More and more Peacekeeper stuff is on this ship.
A little out of range for the Peacekeeper radar?
It's possible that Grace might get close enough to us to...
True. That's what I was saying. If he's close, and he's coming.
Yes, these are Peacekeeper markings. Tell me what I should do with it.
Oh no. Where the hell is he? Oh, wow. Is that Moya's butthole? Oh no. Down more down. Oh, he's out. That's not good.
He's frozen stiff and he isn't breathing.
There's no way he survived this, right?
His pulses are faint.
Pulse is faint.
Maybe he was out there too long.
How long can Luxon survive in vacuum?
Oh, I
About a quarter of
guess.
an hour, maybe.
Oh, I guess his race. Okay.
Lowland.
Lowland?
What?
Pilot, what is going on with Moya?
Something is wrong?
Yes.
You don't even know?
I've been trying to send some DRDs to assist you, but they are not responding.
Aren't responding.
I'm working to sort it all out.
What? What's going on?
Smell.
Smell.
Yeah, the air. It's stale.
Oh, they're fixing it up? Uh-oh. Woo! Although, what is going on? So the DRDs are compromised, I guess?
Since when is debris from an explosion that uniform?
You better relax. You're gonna rip the skin off your hand.
Hey, easy. You're gonna rip your hand off.
Yeah.
See?
Now don't touch anything with that.
You are so beautiful. I can only dream that it's because I make you as happy as you make me.
I'm glad that I make you happy, sweet dog.
I guess that's his wife, I guess.
Let me help you. Who is Lowland?
Oh, man. He is all messed up.
So you guys just zip around the galaxy hoping you don't pick up some STD, space transmitted disease?
Space
Well,
transmitted
standard
disease.
number of inoculations, as you call them.
Just immune to everything.
Say that you want to go back to this place, Earth. A place that you tell me has so much disease and suffering.
It's home.
You guys don't have chocolate.
Still home.
Whoa!
Oh, that's funky.
Another systems malfunction to report.
Intentional sabotage.
Yep. Sabotage. So what is doing it?
How'd you do that?
I think this controller's ballast. And this is illumination. Atmospherics are at a minimum. What we're breathing now is all that we've got.
Ouch. Oh, they're in just a really bad spot. No air running out, some kind of virus taking over the ship. Freaking Dargo's going crazy.
I was just trying to,
I know exactly what you're doing, Jothy.
Joffy.
Come here, boy.
Boy.
Now.
You think this is his dog or something? Or his son? Did he have a son?
You know when your mother's family first saw me?
What about my mother?
Mother's
They
family
despised
first
me.
saw me.
Oh, I love you, son.
Son. Yep. Dargo is all messed up.
Except it's not a virus. This test just confirmed that the particles are not a distinct organism like a virus. They're
Is it like
actually made
nano?
up of Moya's genetic material. They
Oh,
are
it's-
a part of Moya.
It is Moya.
For the accident, Dargo said he saw some Peacekeeper something.
Yes.
Whatever it is, that must be the answer.
Yeah, you just gotta find it. He found it. You got to find it. So it's not a virus. Okay.
Who's Leland?
Who's Leland? You may despise your sister for marrying me, MacLeod. Don't mock her by feigning to forget her name.
Wow.
There's a shield. The Peacekeeper shield. It was holding something back.
Holding back what?
Oh, he about to hold back this ass whooping. But we're learning a little bit more of his backstory. Now we knew he was married. He had a kid. Crap.
Only mother.
Run! Slide. Oh no. Freeze. I don't know why, but it kind of remind me of an episode like Doctor Who or something.
You're saying that Moya ordered the DRDs to try to kill you?
The DRDs, the shutdown of the environmentals.
Moya is trying to kill them.
Our beloved ship may be trying to kill us.
Yeah, like maybe those things that those Peacekeeper like tech in there is stuff you're not supposed to mess with. Blow those things up. Now Moya has a little bit more control. It's like, you know what? Get rid of these people inside of me.
You keep your hands off my sister.
What are we? What are they doing?
Dargo! Remember, you killed her!
Oh, the brother? Wow.
Macklin, I thought you were arrested by a peacekeeper.
It was quite a coup.
Oh, he worked with the Peacekeepers?
Macklin was a peacekeeper.
Or he was a Peacekeeper?
And Leland was...
Also, he was... Wow. Wow. Look at that big old head. Dang, I felt bad for her when she had to give birth to him.
The explosion here on Moya. Do you remember where?
Woo. Woo, man. That's crazy. In love with a Peacekeeper. Had a kid.
I'm through the protective casing. I'm going in.
Okay, at least they're wearing suits, because I was wondering, like, is there no suits? I think I asked that last episode. Like, is there no spacesuits?
Zan, how much do you know about Leviathan physiology?
Not a great deal. Why?
Is it the
How
heart?
they reproduce?
Reproduce?
Yeah, I think
Moya's pregnant?
Moya's pregnant.
Oh my god! What? No wonder.
I said I'm almost done.
Well, don't cut it now.
You gotta stop cutting now!
All right, stopped.
I'm surprised he looked at that and be like, oh yeah, she's pregnant. I looked at that and be like, I don't know what the hell this is.
The baby needs the DRDs. Aaron, turn back on the DRDs now!
She's like, man, people are gonna stop asking me. So you're no threat.
But we would never hurt you or your baby.
We can live together. Now, I don't even know how this would work. Oh, air.
Is his name MacDon?
MacLeod.
Does she know him?
I don't know him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wonder if this is gonna make their, friendship closer, because he was in love with a Sebastian and had a kid. She looked like my friend. Oh my god, I just see it.
Patient woman would love me.
She looks like my friend.
Dargo, no matter what
But
happens
she changed
to
her
us,
ways.
I will never tell anyone about your son.
Okay. They definitely grown. All right. Good episode. That was the episode. Definitely very interesting. Very different. There's another different type of episode. Really good though. Definitely we learned a lot more stuff going on. So what happened? So there's something up with the ship. There's scans of more Peacekeeper tech on the ship. So everyone has to go look for it. And then we see Dargo. He's looking for it as well. Everyone's looking. And so Dargo, runs into like the shaft, and he sees this shield, like Peacekeeper shield thingy. And he's trying to figure out, telling him like, hey, I found this, what should I do? And then all the communication's really bad. So we see Zan trying to tell him, hey, whatever it is, don't touch it yet, it's dangerous. He ends up pulling one of the wires and the damn thing explodes and all these like particles and stuff pops up, and then he slides down this shaft even more and ends up getting shot out of the damn ship, and he's out in space. And I'm like, what? Well, I guess he's done. He's dead now. But he ends up, Aaron ends up grabbing him up in the ship and brings him back on, and he survived. So I guess, I forgot his race, but they can stay out in space a little bit longer than humans. So they ended up like injecting him with something, but he survived. He wakes up and he's acting a little weird. He's looking at Zan and said Lowland or something like that, and talking weird. Like, yeah, like, okay. Dargo's having some problems. We see that Pilot is acting, really weird and stuff like that. We see that John and Aaron, I forgot exactly what they're doing. They were looking for, I guess where he was at, where Dargo was at, I believe at the time. And they see some DRDs, and they're not supposed to be in the area. And I guess because Pilot is just acting weird. But the DRDs, is that what I'm thinking? I think it was DRDs. Yeah. And so DRDs ended up like shooting at Aaron and like on her boot, and it was like sticky stuff, and her boot stick to the ground, and then they freaking shot at her hand, and her hand stuck to the floor, and they're about to like hit her in the face with it. Oof, that would have been done. But John ended up helping her out, and now, yeah, they're getting attacked by these the DRDs. And now they had to go talk to Zan, help him get her hand off, and get his hand. Yeah, just his hand was like closed up with the whatever that purple stuff was, that glue. But they had to use some pea solvent, some strong pea solvent, probably from Moya. Like, I guess she probably peas as well. But yeah, they got her hand off and stuff like that. See even more with Dargo talking to Zan, and like he is like, he's all mixed up. He's calling her Lowland, I believe that was the name. And and she, like, obviously Zan is kind of like just going with the flow, but like he doesn't see her as Zan, he sees her as Lowland, and he's just talking like, she's completely a different person. Also, John and Aaron were talking about like that they believe that what's happening is that there's a virus, and they believe that the particles that exploded by Dargo, he ingested some, and they're saying it went into like the air filtration system, so they're probably inhaling it themselves. And pretty much like they're talking about how Earth was, where there's so many diseases and like stuff like that, and how peacekeepers, they're born on ships and stuff like that, and they're always getting all the different vaccines and all this stuff like that. And if anything new comes, they make a vaccine for it, so they're always immune to every disease and all that stuff. And she was like, well, why would you want to go back to Earth when there's disease and death and all this stuff? He's like, yeah, because we don't have chocolate. Like, just, it's still home. Like, you still want to get home, obviously. We see Dargo. He's messed up even more. We see Rigel end up trying to steal some stuff from him, and he wakes up, and now he's calling Rigel some like I forgot the name, but it comes to find out that he sees his son. So now we know that Dargo had a son, and freaking this Lowland girl was his wife. So it's crazy. that we find out that he had a son and wife. So we're slowly learning more about Dargo, and I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, so Pilot is all messed up. He pretty much passes out. Aaron has to take over, and like it's all this ship is like dying. Like it's almost like the air is going out. Like the ship's lights are on and off. Like the, you know, everything's going crazy. We see Johnny's walking, you know, looking for where, you know, Dargo might have been, and then he runs into all he ran into a bunch of DRDs, and so he decided to go around, and he ended up telling Aaron to turn them off because they're about to shoot him. So they ended up turning them all off, and they're just trying to figure out like what the hell's going on. Like there's so much crazy stuff going on right now. So they're like, all right, so at one point Dargo did like snap back into reality, and that's when he told John about that area when he ran into the DRDs. So they're like, all right, well, we gotta get Dargo, we gotta find Dargo, we gotta get him pretty much to remember, because he's like, his memory's all jumbled for being out in freaking space. So they get Dargo, and he sees Zan, and he's talking to her, thinking like, you know, that's his wife. And then he talks to John, and John is, I forgot the name, Maltus or something like that. And he sees John as Lowland's brother. So that's his wife's brother, and he's pissed because he killed. We find out he was the one who killed. So his wife is dead, and her brother killed him. And it's like, oh my God, that's crazy. And it's because of him, and she picked him, and they ran away, and you know, he killed them. And then that's when he got arrested and went to jail. And they're like, well, and he got arrested, and obviously when he got jailed, it was by Peacekeeper. So they're like, oh, there's a coup. And they're like, well, comes to find out that her brother was a Peacekeeper. So that makes her a Peacekeeper. Well, not a Peacekeeper, but a Sebastian. And so it comes to find out Dargo, his girl was Sebastian, and his son was half Sebastian, half, I forgot the race Dargo is, but it's crazy. And then he takes out like a little picture thing, and a little hologram pops up, and it shows his son and his wife, and it's, oh, that is so crazy. I would never have thought that, because Dargo hates Peacekeepers. It makes sense, but you know, his wife is Sebastian, and it's crazy. I would have never thought that. I would have never thought that would be the case, and that is wild. Even Sam was thrown for a loop. Like, yo, that's wild. That's nuts. So they're trying to get control back of the ship, and they're like, all right, maybe we can cut. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was cut the ties between like Moya and her higher function or something like that, and they were cut that off, and it will help, I believe, help them be able to control the ship. But it would cut like Moya off, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So Aaron's trying to do that while we see that Dargo, he gets his memory back. After, you know, going through all that and explaining all that, he ends up getting his memory back, and he's like, all right, I remember where I was. So they go there. They find out that DRD's, you know, covered up the shaft where he was, but he ended up kicking it open, and he started going down. And they actually got a suit up for John, and he's going it down into that shaft. He finds that shielding, but he sees something further down. So he goes down, goes through this little tunnel, and then he goes in, he sees all the DRDs, and then he sees this egg-shaped thing. Comes to find out Moya is pregnant. Moya is pregnant. That's why all this stuff has been going on. Moya is just trying to protect her young, and with that shielding coming off, now she has control of it. to be able to protect her young, her fetus and all that. So it's crazy. And then we see the DRDs went up to John. He puts the gun down. It's like, hey, you know, we're not trying to, you know, destroy you or anything like that. We're actually happy for you for having your, for being pregnant and stuff like that. So, and Moya understood, and she didn't shoot him. She didn't kill him. So that's really good. And then Moya turned all the air on, all the functions came back on. We see Pilot, he's back up and running. You know, he's not crazy now because of the neural link, I believe it was, that him and Moya share. Like, he's kind of like linked into the ship, so he's kind of like, yeah, all that stuff. This is so crazy about. I'm still learning the whole thing. Like, I think it's just crazy that it's a living ship and there's like things inside. It's crazy. And then we see Erin. She goes up to Dargo and is like, hey, you know, I heard about, you know, talking about being, you know, having a Sebastian child and you know, in love with a Sebastian and all that, being married. And she pretty much said like, hey, you know, she pretty much was like, you know, I understand. And if anything happens between all of us, and I will never, ever let anyone know about your child, because Dargo ended up like sending his child off because obviously it makes sense because of what happened. So maybe I can't tell if because, all right, so he's half Sebastian. Can you tell he's half Sebastian? I'm not sure, but maybe that's the case. So I don't know. But yeah, she's pretty much saying like, hey, you know, I would never let anyone know that, you know, that's your son and all that. So, you know, that's pretty cool. And we see them like they're getting better. Dargo, you know, thanks her for helping him out in space and all that. So they definitely build a bond, because at first they were definitely, you know, button heads and stuff like that, and they definitely got closer. And I would think of this would make them even closer now that I come to find out he has a wife to a Sebastian, and well, you know, she died obviously, but and then his son. So I thought that was really crazy. It's just really cool that we see a little bit more backstory. We're slowly learning more of these characters, and I think that's really cool. It's really good. Like I said, definitely a little different. Like not last episode, but episode 8 was a little different too. So yeah, really good. I really like this. So guys, let me know what you thought. Trust me. Also, anything I didn't understand, let me know, especially when it comes to Moya and the damn ship and all that stuff. Yeah, let me know. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you want to see this full-length reaction, check us out on Patreon. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.